Good day, ma'am. Today, we're going to discuss the Chapter 12, the Environment and Sustainability. So, in this presentation, we'll be looking at how our industry intersects with the natural world and why adopting a sustainable mindset is no longer optional, but it's essential. So, to start, we have to acknowledge a hard truth every year. So, the hospitality industry's footprint grows. So, this has directly contributed to the global climate crisis. We've seen the consequences firsthand from the global disruptions of COVID-19 pandemic to local environment shifts like the Boracay shutdown and the Taal volcano eruption. So as the slide says, old ways won't open new doors. If we want to move forward, industry players must move away from outdated practices and become fully aware of how hospitality impacts environment sustainability. So hospitality industry impacts the environment. So it contributes to climate issues, affects both industry and communities, and it needs for social sustainable practices. So why does it matter? So why exactly does it matter? The hospitality industry is a major contributor to climate issues affecting both the business itself and the surrounding communities. So globally, we are seeing a rise in climate change, so shifting weather patterns that affect travels, pollution. This includes air, water, and even noise pollution from a large resorts or transport hubs. Next is resource depletion. So high water and energy usage. So because our industry has such a significant impact, we have a unique responsibility to implement sustainable practices. So, the world is taking a notice. So, on a global scale, the American Hotel and Lodging Association, or the AHLA, is a leading research and educational efforts to find green solutions. So, closer to home, the Philippine Council for Sustainable Development is driving Philippine Agenda 21. So, this initiative works across sectors, especially in tourism, to promote sustainability while simultaneously aiming to reduce poverty. So, our biggest challenge today is finding a balance between economic success, environmental protection, and social equity, ensuring that the profits are distributed fairly and local cultures are respected. So next is the motivations for care for the atmosphere. So when we talk about motivations for care, we often look at the triple bottom line. So this framework suggests that a company's success isn't just a measure by money. We must look at the first is the people, so social responsibility and equity. Second is the planet, environmental stewardship. Then the profit is the economic viability. So different companies have different motives. So some are driven by regulations, others by a sense of duty, but the is to find the sweet spot where all three cities overlap. So next is the economic interest. So finally, let's look at the economic interest. So it is a misconception that going green is just an expense. So in many cases, environmental policies provides major economic advantages. So take a simple example. So switching from a incandescent bulbs to compact fluorescent lamps. So this results energy consumptions which lowers the hotel utility bills and by extension. It reduces the pollution generated by power plants. Sustainability, when done right, is actually a smart business strategy that drives long term growth.
So, good morning, everyone. So, next slide is the regulatory concern. So, regulatory concerns refer to the rules, law, and politics that businesses must follow to operate legally and safely. In hospitality industry, they include environmental law, health and safety standards and labor regulations, and energy management policies. Following these regulations help the hotel protect guests employees and environments and avoid illegal problems or panelists. So next is business dynamic. So today, a lot of customers ang concerned sa environmental like clean air, water, and nature. So because of this, um, businesses are because push to become more eco-friendly. So for example, imagine so at a hotel near at the beach. Then if the hotel threw waste into the sea, it doesn't manage cleanliness. So the tourists will complain and stop booking. Di ba lainon if the ang hotel is daghang mga basura. But if the hotel use the eco-friendly processes like proper disposal ways and reducing plastic use, so daghan jo ang maka-attract ng mga customer. Also, big travel companies only works with business na misunod sa environmental standard, but if dili sila mo sunod sa environmental standard, possible na walan sila na og mga customers. And then partners. So naapod sila yung standard like ISO 14,000 nga mingtabang sa business to manage the environment. So ISO 14,000, it is a set of international standard about environmental management. So if mugamit ang hotel ani ang ISO 14,000 is might be the hotel reduce plastic use, save companies and regulate organization protect the environmental while, while doing their businesses. The next is dimensions of social responsibilities. So this part talk about how companies care for the environment and society. So big hotel companies like Marriott International, others businesses include environment like processes in their operations to help the guests, employees, and communities. So it's also explained that food businesses like Starbucks and McDonald's support environmental and programs such as recycling and waste management, helping communities, and partnering with the environmental organization. So the main idea in the business should not only earn money but also help protect nature and society. The next is conservations and management of energy. So these sections explains why saving energy is important in hospitality businesses. So hotel use a lot of electricity, water, fuel, heating and cooling system. So because of this, hotels spend a lot of money on earn and also produce a pollution like smoke and harmful gases. So to reduce the pollutions and save money, hotels focus on using the least electricities, improve energy efficiency, managing resources properly. So these help the environmental and lower operations costs. Then good management practices. So the last part give example of the good energy management in facilities. So keeping record of electricity's use and in energy costs, maintaining equipment and facilities properly, following proper procedures and documents and for smooth operation. So these practices help the businesses become organized, cost efficient, and environmental friendly. So in simple overall explanation, so the whole message of the image is hotel and businesses should balance profit with responsibilities by protecting the environment, saving energies, and helping society. So good environmental practices make businesses more sustainable, efficient, and responsible for the future. Then next is the energy saving solutions involved. So the AMIT explains how the hotel can save energy and reduce costs by improving equipment performance, reducing unnecessary use and electricities, and lowering energy. Simple practices like use energy efficiency light and sensor, proper temperature, and maintaining equipment help hotel become more effective and environmental friendly.